In my honest opinion, I think the thing that makes us men objectify women or sexualize women, I believe has a lot to do with rejection and how a person has had to deal with things over time in their life on an individual basis. Especially if that man, as a boy, was constantly rejected and was looking for validation and grew up in a dysfunctional, chaotic household with dysfunctional parents or dysfunctional people around him and family members. And truth be told, that could do a lot of damage to a person growing up and also can affect their outlook later on in life as adults. And I say this from personal experience. And it's a very hard thing to come to terms with. I am guilty as sin of objectifying and sexualizing women. But I feel that it has to do with what happened to me growing up. Constant rejection, validation seeking. It leads to a broken heart and a person who's broken inside. And finding that happiness is almost impossible. And, we try to look for that happiness outside of ourselves, and they say we got to look for it within. For me, I've done a lot of sacrifices for people, and I've fallen hard for people who I've tried to win over, who are just not interested in me. And in turn, me being angry about it and being upset about it has led me to sexualize and objectify people and ruin good potential opportunities that I could have with someone else while I'm hung up about someone else. And unfortunately, that's just the nature of the beast. And it seems to be a never-ending battle that I feel like I'll never win. And I'm still searching for those answers. And a lot of things run through my mind non-stop. Ever since the passing of my mother, I have I feel like an emptiness within. I started doing shrooms the day after my mother died, a little over a month ago, because I could not stop crying the day that she died. I watched her on life support and her breathing on a machine with all this medicine. Unconscious because of her organs shutting down due to all the cellulitis and the COVID with the pneumonia and the sepsis that was tearing away at her body. And the thing that caught me off guard was she was in the nursing home because of the cellulitis to heal up. She was getting rehab. But while she was there, she caught all these other things, and the staff was oblivious to it. And I knew that she was getting sicker because I could see it. And she asked me to send her to the hospital. And I begged them, please, call 911. If you don't do it, I will. And I did. And then she died 3 days later, and it was the last time I ever got to see her visually before the night that she passed. Because I saw her on life support finally. That was the last night I saw her. She died a few hours after that. And I got that phone call saying, we don't know how to say this to you, but your mother's dying. And it really fucked with my head. Because all of a sudden, she was being treated for the infection. and everything looked okay except for the cardiac arrest episode that she had, because her toe had gone black because of poor circulation. And it just caught me off guard. And like I said, I could not stop crying, so I started doing shrooms. And I'm building a tolerance to it, and it gives me like a temporary escape. And I miss my mom greatly. I can't explain it to you how I feel. I'm very hurt and I'm very wounded. But that's not the subject matter about this video. All the rejection in my life has led me to objectify and sexualize women. And it's not that I want to do it. I feel like there's something driving me to do it, and I feel like my life experiences and all the rejection has sort of made me do this and has steered me in this point. For example, I slept with one of my friends that I've known for over 20 years. And I've never really been attracted to her that way. While I did enjoy having sex with her, me and her just don't have any mental, spiritual connection. It's just sex. And that's all that it is. And a part of me feels really bad. I was honest with her, and I told her this morning that, I'm really not seeking a relationship with her because she's not a person I would ever really consider to really be with. I mean, we have great sex and all, and she wants to have kids. I want to have kids too, but she's not somebody I'd want to have kids with because a lot of mental damages that have gone on with her. And I view her in a sexual way, unfortunately. I don't view her as a person. And I know that makes me evil for saying it, but I'm telling the truth. I feel absolutely nothing for my friend. She's just a piece of ass to me. And she's been rejected too. That's the thing about it. That's why I feel bad. By many people. And she lost her mother too. And she's been a good friend to me. And she's okay with me saying all these things to her. No self-respecting woman would be okay with hearing what I'm just saying right now in this video to them to their face. So that right there shows me that her self-esteem is low and that she has low self-worth and she just doesn't care. And she's also suicidal too, and she's tried to kill herself. And I feel that if I were to be in a relationship with her, that I'd drive her to suicide. Just because I'd probably cheat on her and I'd do all kinds of horrible things to her. I feel like an empty feeling when I'm around her. I don't feel like no love. And I feel like the women that want me, truth be told, I don't want them because I'm not attracted to them. The women I like and that I want, they don't want me because they're not attracted to me. And I fight and I fight and I fight to try to win the women I want over. But by being with these other women, I'm settling for less. And I just can't do that. I would rather be alone like I am now. Because I don't want to settle for less. I feel like I deserve better and I've earned better for the shit that I've had to go through. I want to be with a woman that I want to be with. Sexually, mentally, spiritually, physically, in every way, shape, and form. These other women I've been with, I have no interest in. I mean, my girlfriend that I had, the last one from 7 years ago, yeah, I loved her. And I didn't just look at her sexually, even though I had a lot of sexual needs. But spiritually, we were very different. We didn't have the same spiritual outlook. We wanted different things in life, so that's why we separated. And I felt rejected by her too, even though we still talk and we're friends to this day. I'll always love her, no matter what. And she's a good person, good heart. And she's been there for me even when I never deserved it. And I kind of feel like, on a note, that, these last 7 years I've just been sort of just drifting. I've been trying to look for somebody that I could potentially fall in love with. And I thought I found that with a few different people over the last several years. But it was all one-sided, and it was all mostly just sexual. And I felt that I had a spiritual connection with some of these people too. And that didn't happen. And I've never been one to take rejection very well. And I get real sensitive about it. But at the same token, I've rejected people and I've hurt people. And it's fucked up. It's a very vicious cycle that, we as people will probably never break. Long after we're all dead, it's still going to be something in the works that people are going to do this to each other. As the saying goes, if you don't have nothing nice to say about anyone, don't say it at all, And I've said a lot of bad things too about people. I'm not innocent. I'm very guilty. I'm not proud of it. I just don't feel like I should have to settle for less. I want what I want. And that's the end of the story. And why people sexualize people is because when you constantly reject somebody and you tell them no, and you don't validate them when they're hurt and they're down and out and they need something. Like, for example, my mom just passed away and I could use the support from people, and I don't get that support from a woman or from a girl to tell me they're there for me and that everything will be okay. Sometimes you got to give that reassurance, and I've never had that reassurance even in my relationships that I've been in. And that, really just, it hurts. It hurts a lot. We need that reassurance as people to know that we're loved and that we're cared for. Damaged people like myself are the ones who sexualize and objectify women. That's the truth. Because I'm greatly damaged beyond repair. And I don't think I will ever heal. People say through the power of Christ or through God. But while I do believe in God, there's certain things I just don't believe that other people believe. That people have been instilled from the time they were children. And I just never followed that mark. And, I feel like I'm different than everybody else. And I feel like I don't belong. And I never felt like I belonged anywhere. And I felt like an outcast. And then I got my few friends that tell me that they love me. But is it really enough for me? I still feel empty. And that's the truth. It'd be a lie if I said that I'm okay. I've got my mother's dogs right here. And a cat and a guinea pig. They give me plenty of love, but even that's not enough. And now that I think about it, even if I had the woman that I wanted, would that even be enough for me? Honestly, now that I'm looking at it, I don't fucking think so. I don't think it would be enough. Because I've built up this hope and this dream for many, 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 many years now of what I've wanted. And every time I've been in a relationship, I've wanted something more each time. And I've been hungry for something more, searching for the next best thing. Or what's best for me, rather, I should say. And I don't know if that makes me a bad person, or because I'm so damaged that I don't know what I want anymore. All I know is I want to just be free of the pain and the suffering that's got a hold on me. I remember all the good memories with my mom, but I also remember the bad memories too. I always loved my mom. And other people, I just feel like just staying in this room and not leaving. I'm just dying in here. Making this place my tomb. Because I feel like there's really nothing left for me. And people can laugh at me, can mock me, but I'm speaking the truth. There's not one lie here. I'm speaking every inch of honesty. I'm out there in the world, you know, when I socialize, I go to concerts, I go to places. There's a certain fakeness to it because we don't know what's going on with the other person. You don't know what's going on with me. I don't know what's going on with you. And you know, we don't know what a person's thinking. I'm in a lot of fucking pain. You may not see it in my face, but others do. And people who know me can tell you I've had it rough. I just feel like I deserved much better than what I'd been given. But to get and attain those things, we got to work for it. We can't just sit here and hope that it's going to fall from the sky. And that's what I've done. I'm hoping that it would just fall in my lap and come the easy way. But nothing's ever easy. I just want to be free of this pain. I want out. I just want my peace and my calm. And I just feel like to do that, I got to disappear for a while. It's the only way I can get my point across. I just need to be by myself and my pets, and I just need to just go disappear. I need to go find something. People are trying to cheer me up, take me places, but it's really not helping me, honestly. I'm still very broken. I'm still very hurt. Then on the other side of the spectrum, I've got people women who constantly ask me for things. Money, help. Because they don't have their shit together. And they need help. And I've noticed this with a lot of women. They need someone to take care of them. Who am I to take care of anybody? I can't even take care of myself. Sure, I got a roof over my head. But in here, I'm broken. And there's a lot of things wrong with me. And you know, you women need to get your shit together. Stop relying on a fucking man to take care of you, because no man's going to take care of you. If you can't take care of yourself, don't expect somebody else to take care of you. Because that's not how life works. This isn't the 1950s. People are independent. People do their own things. They go to school, they learn things, they master a craft. They stick with a plan and they have a goal and a game plan. If you don't have these things, you'll never succeed in the world. You're going to go down. Or you'll end up like me, all depressed, broken, and wondering what the fuck went wrong in my life. What could I have done to better things? You know, I'm 40 years old. I've lived half my life. What do I want to do with the next 40 years of my life? Honestly, part of me just wishes it would just end so I can be with my mom up there. Because I'm in so much fucking pain. I'm hurting. And to the people that have rejected me, to the women that have rejected me, you don't understand the impact of your words. They slice like a knife. They cut deep. And it goes through the core of my soul. And it hurts. Sometimes it's better not to say nothing at all. Someone will get the hint that you don't like them. Don't tell someone you're not attracted to them, because that just fucking hurts. You know? Keep your opinions to your goddamn self. If you can't build that person up like I've built you up, and you can't return that to someone and reciprocate, then you should just go on with your life. Don't ask that person for help over and over again and drain them mentally, emotionally, physically till there's nothing left. That's how you make people like me hate the world. You make people like me hate women And for that matter, I hate men too. I don't just hate women. I hate the world as a whole. I hate society as a whole. For the way it is. It's a greedy, evil, uncaring world. Nobody gives a fuck about you or me or anybody else. And those that do it in silence. They don't spread their love that way. The majority of the world is evil. And that is the truth. You can either accept it or be it. That's all I have to say.